I wish I could make it go faster so it would just hit you in the face.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Sorry that this week was kind of like a disaster in terms of getting content out. As you guys know, we have our charity shirts, and weekly I've been giving you guys updates. So here is your weekly update on where we stand on raising money for the Coatesville Youth Initiative, which is basically what we're talking about with the shirts, is making sure that our underprivileged kids have the best opportunity to succeed as possible. And every penny goes to that. So let's see where we're at, how much money we've raised so far. So here it is, $308.44. That's everything. That is all the profit. You can see right there that there's the boosted network. That means that, like, not turbos, but like it came from, like, I don't know, Walmart.com or something like that. And the profit's a little less. Usually it's like $7 or to $8 or $9 per unit. You can see per unit here it's somewhere between like $7 and $8. Yeah, and there's that boosted network one with Tahiti Blue. Awesome. Again, thank you guys for supporting this. I am doubling this number as we get further and further to the end of the year. Now, this has been going on since June 7th, and we will be going all the way to December 31st, and I will double whatever this number is at that time and donate it all to the Coatesville Youth Initiative. So please, guys, if you are looking for a good cause and a cool shirt, these are premium shirts, so they're not like some, you know, potato sack that you're wearing. If you are looking for a good cause and a cool shirt, this is a good one, and I'd appreciate your consideration in the matter. Now, let's find out what's going on in the shop. I need to catch you guys up where we're at with the C8 project, and I'm going to do that in this video here. We've made a lot of progress, and I say we, but I really mean Eric. Eric's made a wonderful amount of progress, and I'm going to catch you up because it is the Wednesday right before Holly Fest, so LS Fest East. We are supposed to leave tomorrow morning, but we're not done yet and haven't hit the dyno, and I'm just going to get you up to where we are so you can see the progress of the turbo kit, because there's a lot of, you know, little stuff now, and I hope you guys enjoy.
So the bolts finally arrived for the intake manifold.
Yep.
So you can finally get it bolted down.
You know what sucks? The meth lines are slightly in the way.
So Eric's making the coolant lines for the turbos.
Yep.
Running them really nicely underneath the intake because there's room to. Barely, but there's room.
Well, if and when he goes back to a stock intake, though, that's got to be changed. I don't know if he will. We'll see. Trying not to get stabbed by stainless. Normally use with a nylon braided stuff. It's real nice, but it doesn't take heat as well as this.
Yeah, you found out on your car that it's melting it a little bit.
It just melts the outer braid.
Yeah, the inner stuff's fine. It's just the.
It just doesn't look pretty.
Yeah. But you don't see yours anymore.
No, they're
Hidden.
hiding now. Kinda. From the back of the car, they're pretty obvious.
The clone tips allude to something's a little bit off.
Yeah, I like the round tips are way better. Every time I see a square tip car now, I'm like, oh.
You peasant.
Man, these lines are a pain in the butt. And of course, none of the regular wrenches fit on these. You gotta be super careful not to nick them up. But I should be able to use a standard size on the back half. Yep. Not much room to work with here. Try not to bust my knuckles. I can't pull it out because I have to pull the manifold off. You know what's funny is that I have twin turbos in my car and it still has a factory oil on it. This will be the same way. Although mine's due to be changed.
Yeah, but these turbos don't require
No, you don't use
any
oil.
of that oil
No
at all.
Grill on the pan, none of that.
which is good because we saw after the Cook's test that the oil pressure was down to 20.
Nice.
Coming off. Okay. I'm gonna follow this one. Just keep it completely away. Oh, nice. That way it'll be a full stealth kit because the lines will all go that way, and then when we put the factory intake manifold back on, yeah, you won't see the intake. The only thing we'll have to figure out is charge piping the other way.
Yeah.
That's no big deal.
Yeah, like drill into it so it comes into there.
Okay.
So then you won't see it at all with the vanity covers or whatever they are. Vanity covers?
I mean, I wouldn't
These things?
not call them vanity covers.
Engine appearance package covers. That's like way too long though.
AP.
AP. EAP.
So these are the coolant lines for the turbo?
Yep. Since it is an oilless turbo, these versions require coolant. They make an air-cooled version, but they don't recommend him putting this close to the turbo. I could probably run air-cooled on my low-mount turbos, but we're gonna stick with these.
Yeah. So Eric's installing a 103 onto Andrew's C8. We're gonna fire it again. Hopefully with his manifold on this time.
Yeah, we'll have coolant running in the turbos now, and so we can run it for a longer period of time. I'll put the charge pipes on too. There won't be any blow-off valves on it, but we'll get to hear it. I'm gonna run a little longer. It's quiet. It's the one time we already started this, but
Yeah.
it's to be expected with turbos added to a like you added a muffler essentially.
I mean, and that's kind of the point. It's supposed to be a stealth kit.
Yeah.
Well,
This ain't stealth, that's for sure.
I mean, boss got to have the good stuff.
He'll still be slower than me.
So we have the coolant lines run to the turbos now. Remember, these are the comp oilless turbos. We cool them with coolant, which is pretty damn cool, because it doesn't take away any oil pressure from the car. You probably saw in the last header video test that we did that after 5 back-to-back pulls, the oil pressure dropped down to 21. Now, if we're pulling extra oil from that for the turbos, that might get into like the teens, and that could start collapsing lifters and shit, and you run into some serious issues when that happens. I know this because I did that on my twin turbo C7 when my turbos were pulling too much oil and had to pull it apart. Well, Eric pulled it apart. He hated his life. All of it.
Happens a lot.
It does. But this is cars, so it definitely happens a lot. So that's one of the main reasons why we went with the comp oilless turbos. Plus, it gives us lots of flexibility in placement, like high mount, low mount, mid mount. Doesn't matter. You could aim them straight up in the air, and there's no worry about the turbo train. All you got to do is add a little bit of grease every 5,000 miles or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like them.
Yeah. They perform really well. They sound really awesome, and they're like just. That's why we went with it. So we didn't sacrifice any engine oil pressure for turbos. And then, like the low mount stuff, like you see on some of the cars, Amelia, you don't have to run like scavenge pumps and stuff like that that'll fail and then screw everything else up. And if the engine fails or the turbos fail, they don't really affect each other unless like shit goes, through the actual air, lines of it. So very, very cool. Very happy with the comp oilless turbos. And then that'll work out for some of our future kits, for like the rear mount kits for the Denali that we're going to be working on next.
power on a rev. So, do you think it went into reduced power because of the 103?
That and or the intake. It's a drastic change in stock.
I wonder if there's just a difference in the throttle body. We have to use the adapter and go back to the factory throttle body. That would kind of suck. I mean, we just fill that hole. Like,
You'd have to drill and tap it.
can't we just get a plug for that thing?
There's no threads.
Oh yeah, shit, it's the evap thing, isn't it? I was thinking the other side where it's threaded for like the nipple or whatever.
It's aluminum, isn't it? Yeah, it's easy to drill and tap.
Oh boy, it looks like it's interchiller time. Looks like an interchiller. Force induction's interchiller. Of course, we jumped the gun on yours.
Yeah.
Got that thing done before getting the quote-unquote kit. Yeah, so we get to mount this in the tunnel here, which is really wonderful because it's completely hidden, basically takes up no extra space. Check that out. She's mounted up in there thanks to a custom bracket made by Eric and Noah. Killing it. Killing it. I'm not doing a thing. Just kind of, sitting here. Look at that. It's going to be hidden very nicely. And really, it's just not taking up any extra room.
What are you doing? No.
He wanted a bumper exit.
Yeah. Can you imagine? The internet would go nuts. Get in the dust.
Got it. Love that. It's just like a factory
Mounting place.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised on the when the Z06 comes out if that's open.
What is this stuff? All-purpose cleaner.
Corvette owner stuff.
Look at that. Kitchen cleaner does the job. Wow, it smells like kitchen cleaner for sure. Yeah, it's a nice place for the pump. I like this. It's like it's in there, all in rubber. It's a factory.
That's not going to interfere with.
Nope.
I guess it's. Yeah.
Well, it comes all the way through here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where mine is. So. And then this line will go literally straight to the bottom of it. The one that comes off here will go in the outlet of that. So I can make one braided line today.
Torque to spec.
Baby filters. Wow, that side is gonna suck. It hits the side a smidge.
I didn't expect it to fit. But this one fits wonderful.
Close enough. My race car's cool.
Thank you.
We just might as well.
You like what?
We have to pull that wire.
Yeah, you like the color? Oranges. It's the oranges race car. I'm kind of excited. See, for one of the differences with ours is since I'm just trying this manifold out, I will not be able to read the intake air temperature sensor at least post intercooler. So we won't see how cold it gets, but we'll probably see frost on it.
Yeah, you can see yours once my thing's on. You can't.
Yeah, that's like, so I'll be like, okay, it's working, or I'll have no idea. Either way, the car will be fine, I think.
I'm not reading my IC anymore, so
Yeah,
as long as it's not reading like 180, you'll be fine.
yeah. And also
I just
found
think
that
it runs better.
it gets so cold that it kills the sensors. That's how good the interchiller is. We have to tone the interchiller down a little bit on this one. Not because of losing interior AC, but because of losing sensors. She's like starting to look legit. So guys, that's where we're at. I got the Super CSP shirt on today because that's like what we need. We need Super CSP in order to finish this project on time. It is, again, the Wednesday before Polyfest. We're supposed to leave tomorrow. Hasn't hit the dyno yet. Isn't done yet. Don't know if it's going to make it. Stay tuned on the next video to see if we actually make it and run. It'll either be at Hollyfest or it won't be at Hollyfest. So hit that like button, subscribe, comment below, and don't forget to pick up one of your CSP charity shirts where all the profit goes to the Coatesville Youth Initiative because we want to benefit our community from the ground up. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Adios.